What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kyle Mao, and today I've got HireUA client Logan Fitz. You've probably seen him on the internet. He's got a lot of great content. He's recently hired a video editor from us and is here to talk about how that's been going. So thanks for coming on today, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you were looking for a video editor, and I mean, you've got some stuff that has taken off over the years. I'll link some of your socials below, but you've had some stuff that's really popped off. You've recently kind of started a new offer, so you came to us looking for a video editor. What were you looking for him to do, and how's it been going?
Yeah, man. I just really needed like I can edit, but I don't want to. Like it's
Mhm.
just a pain in my ass that I don't want to do. Like I like
Way
to
too much time.
I like to create stuff and ideate, and that's really like what I do. I think better than anybody. So yeah, I was looking for an editor, but I like wanted, I left my last business partnership, and I had a few editors that were from the Philippines. We had like our videographer that I'll
Mhm.
still work with, I'm sure, at some point. Um, but I needed somebody that like could handle volume and do it well, and also like have some creative wherewithal. But I also didn't really want to hire, if I find an American do that, they're gonna like think that it's worth 10 grand a month when it's just like
Mhm.
probably not for the
Yeah.
editing, right? Um, so yeah, I hit you up because we had talked about it a couple times before, us talking in passing in Tampa, whatever. And man, then it literally took like 4 days, and
Mhm.
I interviewed. I got a couple people to interview, but the first guy I jumped on with, like him and I just like got along well. Um, I asked him something funny. I can't remember what the exact question was, but I was like, I asked him like something about like, oh, like what is your ideal work role? And he was like very deadpan and like, dude,
Uh-huh.
honestly, like I just want good work that I need to do, and I do a good job, and like basically called out like there's no like altruistic motive for doing this. Like I want to
It's
do
just
good
work.
work
Yeah.
and get paid
Yeah.
for it. And I was like, all right, cool. This guy's sweet.
Good stuff.
Uh, yeah, man, it's been great. Just like everything I asked him to do is on time, great. Um, yeah, I don't know. I can elaborate on all those, but I'm super stoked with it.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about price a little bit. So I think you said, this kind of work full time would cost about 10K in the States, more or less.
Maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but I would just say like if you're gonna get somebody to do the volume of editing and
Mhm.
quality editing, um, I would say probably at least 5 or 6 grand. Like my other option for hiring would have been, I don't really want to deal with the like churn and burn of Filipino VA editors. Like it's
Mhm.
just tough to find a good one that you don't
Y
lose more time to than they save. Um,
Yeah. Did you
and
find that was the problem was getting good enough quality from the Philippines with the other agency? Like, just that price for quality wasn't quite there?
I we've always done it just through like online jobs, I believe.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
and yeah, they're just like you just have to spend. They don't have much. They do decent job, but like it's if they do a job, it's because you literally like extremely like to the T to the letter wrote out exactly what needs to happen, and then they'll do exactly that. And so it's just like that's not really like what I wanted. Like I would prefer to have somebody that like can kind of read between the lines and think a little bit and do stuff like
Okay.
that. And so if like for to have that in the US, like my other option would have been just like I've had great success hiring for my audience.
Mhm.
Um, but to get somebody like that to do the volume and just like the quality of work, I probably would have been like 6 grand, I would imagine at least.
Yeah, so that's
And
significant. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. I mean, that's what I've heard too is like, if you really spell it out, the Filipinos can do a pretty good job, but you have to do a lot of revisions and really walk them through it. So it's good that this has been a good solution for you, especially as you've kind of started to get this new offer off the ground. Can you talk a little bit about the process? I think you mentioned it was 4 days. What was it like working with my team? Did you feel like everything was smooth, taken care of?
I mean, yeah, man, I have no complaints. I know like you and I were texting, and you're just like, hey, like, it'll probably take a couple weeks. And I was like, is there any way it can go faster? Because that's just like how I am. And you're like,
Mhm.
yeah, but I want to set expectations the right way. It'd, like probably take a couple weeks just so like you're not disappointed, whatever. And dude, I honestly is like 3 days, I think. I think I talked to you originally on like Thursday or Friday, and then they're like, okay, well, like, give us this, give us that, just quick, 30-second, write out the job description, right? And
Mhm.
after that, I was going on a golf trip the following week, funny enough. And I think no, it would have been Tuesday morning that I was going to leave for the golf trip. They set up an interview with the guy I hired, and I jumped on
Mhm.
with him. We talked for like 35 minutes and was like, this is perfect. This is exactly what I need. So it was like 4 days, I think, 5 days tops. Um, to
Nice.
We
That's
started
great.
working
Yeah.
together at the end of the week when I got back. But yeah, man, I mean, the process was great. It's just like, hey, can you give us a job description? Like, okay, cool. Can you give us a sample task? Cool. All right. Like,
That's
here's
it. Yep.
people that are qualified. Do you want to interview them? Yes. Okay, cool. Like, it was just as seamless, about as seamless as it can get. I don't know what I
Awesome.
would improve about that.
Love hearing that. Cool. And what exactly is he doing for you? Is he doing combination of kind of long form, short form? I mean, you do a lot of different content. So what are you having him dive into and what's been working?
Yeah. Both long form, mostly short form stuff, just
Okay.
because that's like, I mean, that's just in general, like how I view content is like, it's much better use of effort to make more short form because you don't know if a concept is going to work.
Hmm.
So why make, like, you just prove out concepts short form, then take it into long form, right? But so mostly that, and yeah, just editing in a bunch of. I mean, he's done a bunch of different styles. Um, like, just really good job so far.
Awesome.
Ads, VSLs, just like short form content videos. He's even adding in like little creative things that I'm not even scripting that are cool, sound
Okay.
effects, different B-roll graphics. Like, it's great.
Good. Good stuff. Cool, man. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to come on and talk about your experience today. Where can people find you? Obviously, you can drop your socials. And then, do you have a new website yet for your offer?
No, no, no
No, it's
website
not.
yet.
Okay.
Just handshake, Stripe, and doing work.
Okay.
That's what
Good
we're
stuff.
running on right now, which, as you know, is the right way to do things until,
Yep,
I don't
for
know,
sure.
give it some time, right? But
Yeah,
they
perfect.
can find me at LogFitz6, so LOGFITZ6 on all platforms. Yeah, man.
Perfect. Yeah.
Thanks for having
I'll put the links below. Definitely recommend you guys check out Logan's content. A lot of it's very, very good. And thanks again for taking the time, man. We appreciate it. Thank you for being a client.
me. And just saying too, if you're thinking
Yeah.
about hiring someone, do it because it took 5 days and it's been great.
Yeah.
So.
Appreciate it, man. Cheers. Take care. Bye bye. And it's lagging.